share this word with y'all tonight. I've been meditating, so I gotta share this word with y'all or whatever. You know, it's quick and it's brief or whatever. But, you know, I want to tell y'all something. God said in Hebrews 13, verse 13, whatever, and 5 or whatever. And God said, be content with what you have, because God has said, never will I leave you, never will I forsake you. You know, that's all about trusting God. God said that he would never forsake you. He would never leave you. You know, when you got God in your life, God is like a vine. But I want you to know that God never stopped growing. Not just because you start growing in Christ or whatever. God keep going. You got to be able to keep going too. You know, I want to share with y'all, stop depending on God taking the next step. You got to take the next step in life. You know, keep walking. You know, keep striving to be better. You know, if you going through something, you know, strive to be better. You know, God is in control. You know, learn how to leave everything. And I want to talk about this word, you know, being content, you know, being patient, having faith, you know, believing in God, being content with what you have. You know, God is amazing God. So you got to be thankful that you have a God like God, because, you know, God never judges you. He never leave you. Like he said, he would never forsake you. So trust God and never leave God. So stop feeling down about what you done prayed about, because let me tell you, I want to talk to y'all about all kind of things tonight, all kind of topics. So I might get off topic, but I'm gonna keep it on God. You know what God can do, what he do for me, and he do a lot of things for me and my family. So I want to thank God for everything before I even get into this word. And like I said, be content, you know, trust God, you know, stop downing God and what he can do, because there's no limits to what God can do. You just got to hold on and be patient. Patient is not all about waiting. Patient is about waiting and knowing how to act while you're waiting, because there's so many people in myself. Sometimes I be patient, sometimes I want to do this, I want to do that, but I have to adjust myself and be patient and knowing how to wait and knowing how to think, you know, and how to take each steps, you know, walk by faith, not by sight, you know. And you know, I want to tell y'all, God said this, what then shall we say to those things? If God is for us, who can be against us? Romans 8 verse 31. You know, when you committed yourself to God, you committed your wrongs and your everything in your life, God see through you. You know, God already planted a seed right in you. He ready for you to take that step to grow. You know, God, you is that plant that God planted on earth. So grow, because God inside of you. So you got to learn how to adjust yourself to grow. You know, because no matter what, when you have God on your side, no one can come and defeat you, because God is a champion. It's no fight that God never lost. So keep trusting God. Keep leaning on God when things not going right. You know, if somebody say something about you or try to hurt you, you know, call on God. You know, God is your rock. No matter what, just keep the faith and commit yourself, commit everything, your flaws, your wrong. We all got flaws. But let me tell you something. God don't ask for a background check to sign up to have a life with him. God asks for a committed, you know, a soul, a heart, you know, a mindset that willing to love all of us. You know, you got to learn how to love your brothers, your sisters, you know, your friends, whatever, your neighbor. You know, love all, you know. And, you know, and like I was saying, when God is on your side, nothing can come against you. Just keep trusting God. Keep believing. Commit to the Lord, whatever you do. And your plans will succeed. My mom always told me, she said, you know, commit to the Lord. Commit your wrongs. Commit your rights. Don't be shy or none of that. Don't be wrong. Don't feel wrong. Just commit to the Lord with no hesitation, with faith. You know, step out. You know, you might be lost, but you got to be a sacrificer, a praiser. And then what I mean by that, being a sacrificer, a praiser, I always talk about this in every video, being a sacrifice of praise, because that's what God looking for. He looking for somebody that's still willing to give him 100% of their time. You know, even when they went left, you know, God will pick you up and you'll go right. Learn how to trust God. You know, we not perfect. We came on this earth to make mistakes. We came on here to do God's will. So I want to tell y'all, I want to tell y'all that God see through you and he see better, and the light is shining. If you're going through a lot of things in life, you're going through hard times, just remember that God is doing something in your life. And I pray that if you watch this video, I pray that God touches you, touches your soul, touches your mind, I pray that God bless you from the crown to your feet, because us as people, we get get sidetracked. Like me, I'm getting sidetracked with this dog barking in the background. But I'm going to keep going because I want to share this word with y'all. And I got one more thing I want to share with y'all. But please commit yourself. I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm not perfect, but I'm slowly committing myself 100%, you know. But I want to tell you something about praying. When you pray, Mama always told me like a prayer can change your life. You know, you just gotta stay humble. You know, trusting God, believing in God, believing when people. You gotta be that sacrifice of appraiser when everything around you not going right. When you can't see, like knowing that God is at the end of that tunnel, giving you light at the end of everything you going through. You know, if you got a big car, no house, no whatever, you know, just throw it in God's hands and be willing to pray. You know, and I pray that everything. If you watching this video, I pray this for you tonight, and I pray that you gotta pray till your solution change. You can't pray and feel like, you know, I don't pray, you know, God got it. You gotta take the step with God. You know, stop waiting on God to take that step. You take the left step. You take the, you know, take the left. I always say left and right, you know, because we got two, right leg, left leg. You know, gotta take the right. You take the left. Keep going. Keep pushing. Keep praying. You know, keep believing in God. Have the faith. Keep going. You know, if you're going through pain tonight, suck it up. Suck it up, because you blessed to go through something. I know so many people on this earth that don't wipe the way, that can't come back, and they done went through so much and they can't come back to go through something. I know they're willing to come back. So I want to leave with you that. I want to leave that with y'all tonight. If you're going through something, just